Teaching style analysis. Over the past decade, traditional teaching and learning methods have undergone significant changes brought on by social, cultural, and technological developments. In the contemporary classroom, five distinct learning styles have emerged as the primary strategies adopted by modern teachers. These teaching styles are known as the Grasher-Ridgman teaching styles, and they include the authority style, the delegator style, the facilitator style, the expert style, and the personal style. According to the Grasher-Ridgman teaching style survey, my dominant teaching style is authoritative. The survey revealed a 4.75 score that made this style dominant above all others. The authority style is primarily used in a lecture or auditorium setting whereby the teacher will give a lengthy one-way discussion on a pre-assigned topic while students take notes and memorize key pieces of information. Though popular in higher education when there is a large group of students present, the authority or lecture style is less common in the standard classroom setting. This is because the strategy offers little to no student participation, making it impossible to meet the needs of each individual student. This teaching style also possesses status among students because of knowledge and role as a faculty member. In this style, teachers provide positive and negative feedback. The teacher establishes learning goals and expectations and rules of conduct, providing students with a learning structure. Students concentrate on correct, acceptable, and standard methods. One advantage of this teaching style is that it focuses on clear expectations and acceptable methods. On the contrary, a strong investment in this style can lead to rigid, standardized, and less flexible ways of managing students and their concerns. Prior to taking this survey, I had a strong feeling about what my teaching style might have been. This survey result came as no surprise because I always exhibited the traits of an authoritative teacher. Surprisingly enough, my students would also joke about me thinking I am a college lecturer because of the way I teach and manage my classroom. This teaching style usually happens during my entrepreneurship classes due to the heavy content of the course. I would usually give long lectures with little to no participation from students. To add insult to injury, because of all of my students are taking this course for the first time, also because I am teaching it for the first time, we are more so feeling our way through, and this makes it even more difficult. In my computer classes, however, this teaching style is non-existent because of the hands-on approach and the constant need for teacher and student to demonstrate what they have learned. If another survey was to be completed with my computer courses in mind, I think the teaching style that would be more dominant is the facilitator style. As it relates to transformative teaching and learning, this teaching style would not work well in the transformative classroom. Transformative teaching and learning are the involvement of dynamic relationships between teachers and students, and with this type of teaching style, the relationship would be strained. In the transformative classroom, there is supposed to be a shared body of knowledge that will promote student learning and personal growth, and though this can be done using the authoritative approach, it would be much more difficult to achieve. The authoritative teaching style has made me realize that my teaching method and or strategies needs to be re-evaluated and reconsidered. Based on the information provided on this teaching style, I think I am doing my students an injustice and not allowing them the opportunity to pull on their strengths and take charge over their own learning. This approach forces students to take everything that is being taught at face value with little to no interaction. This makes learning boring and students become uninterested. Uninterested students begin to duck classes, tune the teacher out, or simply find it harder to focus and understand the content. Though quite popular in higher levels of learning, this approach should not be a route that teachers in lower education take. Students today are not prepared to sit and listen to a lecture for 60 minutes without being involved in that lesson. Their attention span has become much shorter, and if we don't involve our students in our lessons, then they become fidgety, frustrated, and a distraction. In closing, this survey has opened my eyes to my truth, and sadly, it is one that I am not proud of. This has been a call to repentance and an overhaul of my teaching style. I am now realizing what my students are experiencing using this approach, and I am now happy to say that moving forward, I will save this approach for my teaching career at the university level. Until then, the journey continues.